To all of God's beloved in Rome, who are called to be the saints, grace and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. Romans chapter 1, verse 7. This guided meditation will complete a series of 3 on what it means to relax when you want to meditate, and just a little bit more about why we want to do it. And then we're going to focus on feeling at home, being at one with self, others, and God. Those heaven on earth kind of experiences that add so much to our lives. And yet it's so easy to forget them in the busyness and in the tensions of everything that's going on. So let's begin. Make yourself comfortable. In the first of the series, we talked about eyes and the jaws and neck and shoulders. Then in the second one, we talked about how we relax our spine, which also tends to relax our abdomen and the sides of our torso. And now we're going to concentrate on our legs and feet. So just slow down your breathing. And while you're doing that, just keep on breathing. You can listen while you're slowing down. We do this. We relax our muscles because we store the memory of anxiety and sorrow and resentment in our muscles. And they tend to come first. And so by relaxing them, it allows us to re-experience those things that cause us to relax, like joy and peace and patience, kindness, gentleness, and self-control. And so we're opening our hearts and clearing the pathway to remember the best in our life. Okay? Now, let your mind just settle. Let your head roll around your shoulders about twice. Breathe out, just relax. Come forward in your seat and back and right and left. And now just as you breathe out, relax. Tonight we're going to focus on the legs and feet. Raise your right foot off the floor just a little bit. That will cause you to tense the muscles on the top of your leg. Start with your right leg. Now settle it back down and just feel your foot come down to the floor. That's really very nice. Now do it again, and this time just be aware of your muscles under tension as you raise your leg. And then what it feels like for that muscle to be relaxed. Now let's do the same thing with the left. Breathe in, raise it. Hold your breath now. As you let it out, let it settle to the floor. Feel your left leg tense. As you breathe out, feel it relax. Now lift the toes of your right foot and the ball of your foot. Your heel will naturally drop. As you breathe out, let your foot come down. And now just be aware of what it feels like to raise your foot and your toes. Now as you breathe out, relax your foot. Now, isn't that a wonderful feeling? Same thing with your left. You breathe in, raise your foot and your toes. Now breathe out. You feel it all settle down. Breathe in. Hold your breath, and now just breathe out. And now you may want to leave your eyes open. You may want to close them. But we're going to pray. Lord, remind me of when I felt completely at home with myself, the people I was with, in your world and with you. Just let the memory come. If you think of something else entirely, that's okay. Let it come. Your mind is just doing its homework, its house cleaning. Let it go. Let the thought go. And as your mind is clearing, just pray, Lord, when was I entirely comfortable in my skin? Who was I with? Where was I? And just let the memory come. I'm remembering being on the beach on Cape Cod with my daughter and her family and my wife, 3 grandchildren, and a lovely day. Lord, when was the sound of laughter easy on my heart? And I was quick to smile. If something comes to mind, return thanks. Thank God for the gift, not only of the original experience, but of remembering it right now. And just be aware of how it feels. Can you hear the laughter? Can you feel the sunshine? Can you taste the salt? Or maybe it's not salt here at all. Maybe it's cotton candy. Or a special meal. Can't you just about smell it? God gave us a sense of smell because it's wonderful. It's a gift. It helps us to live. It helps us to rejoice. Just breathe and remember. When something comes, just return thanks and then make a little note. I'm making one right now about another memory. I want to keep this around, don't you? Lord, help me to remember heaven on earth. Who were you with? What was going on? Just relish the memory of the sights and the sounds, the smells and the tastes, and the company of the people, the touch. Be still and know that I am God, it says. Now, when you're done returning thanks, you've made a note. Open your eyes. It's so simple. We make it much more complicated than it is, but it's really so simple. God has given us good gifts. The busyness of our days and the projects and the things that are incomplete and the irritations tend to live on the top of our awareness. But we can clear them to the side. And what comes up? The beauty of holiness. The smile of our God. If you thought of somebody while you were doing this meditation, share it with them. Both the thought, but the meditation itself. Hey, a joy shared is tripled. That's God's way in life. A joy shared is a joy tripled. Subscribe to my channel and do the whole series of 3 and learn to relax. And thank you so much. And hey, if you remembered something, just go to that comment line and shoot out a little note to everybody that's watching this. It's so encouraging to hear other people's joy, and it reminds us of our own. And as it reminds us of our own, it helps us to remind other people of theirs. It's a circle of love. It's a circle of gift. It's a wonderful thing. I'd love to see a comment about the gift that God just gave you. You might want to use this for a week, and then you'll just know how to do it, and you'll be able to do it anytime. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in, and there'll be another one being released in a week. Bye-bye.